Hello, and thanks again for joining us for Stories of Great Christians. Yesterday we heard chapter 15 of 21 of William Carey, and we are now in chapter 16. So, take a chair, get a cup of coffee, invite your friend over, listen together, hit subscribe together, and here we go, chapter 16.
Stories of Great Christians. From its radio studios in Chicago, the Moody Bible Institute greets its friends everywhere with Chapter 16 of the transcribed dramatization, William Carey of India. William Carey was born to hard work and poverty. As the son of a humble village weaver, Carey had nothing to look forward to but an undistinguished life and a nameless grave. But when God entered William Carey's life, he changed him from a simple cobbler, a mender of shoes, into the brilliant and resourceful leader of a mighty missionary movement that shook the world. The year is 1799. William Carey and his fellow missionary, Dr. John Thomas, have been earning their living as indigo planters while preaching the gospel to the people of India. The dark days lie just ahead. Down from the mountains come raging floodwaters, sweeping across the plantations, wiping out the crops, and depriving Carey and Thomas of their jobs. Now they find themselves penniless and with just one human friend they can call upon. He's Andrew Fuller, head of their missionary society, to whom William Carey writes with despair.
My dear Andrew, in the past weeks I have been much dejected and grieved. At no time before have the affairs of our mission seemed more gloomy in point of success. Oh, Andrew, believe me, we must have help. We must have help.
But no help came. Finally, in desperation, Will Carey wrote a letter to the Reverend Peter Bent, well-known clergyman of Calcutta. There was no answer, so Will made the long journey to Calcutta by foot so that he could make his appeal in person. The Reverend Peter Bent was in his study when Will arrived.
Oh, yes, Mr. Carey. I received your letter all right.
Well, I wondered. I wrote it so long ago, and there was no reply.
Yes, well, you understand, Mr. Carey. A man in my position, I've been busy, of course.
Oh, yes, I quite understand. In a great city like Calcutta and so forth.
Yes.
So many thousands to minister to.
Thousands? What's that you say? Thousands?
Well, yes. The natives, I mean your congregation.
Natives? In my congregation? No, really, Mr. Carey.
Oh, I don't understand. You have a church here.
A church? Yes, indeed, I have a church. But not for any of these natives, thank you. My church is for English gentlemen, planters, merchants, government officials.
Surely, Mr. Bent, you don't believe that God values an English merchant any more than he does a humble Indian.
I cannot say about that, Mr. Carey. But I do know it's the English merchant who pays my salary, not any of these Indians, these dirty savages.
I see. Well, I came this morning, Mr. Bent, to ask your help in presenting the gospel to these dirty savages, as you call them.
You're wasting your time, Mr.
I
Carey.
see now that I am, Mr. Bent. So if you'll excuse me.
Oh, come off it, Carey.
I beg your pardon?
I know how it is. When I first came out here, I was a lot like you, all fired up about converting the heathen. But then
Then, Mr. Bent?
Then there was so much opposition that I decided to quit fighting windmills and do something practical. As you should, Carey.
Just exactly what would you suggest I do in a practical way?
Do as I've done. Go to the East India Company get your peace with them, tell them you're through bothering the natives. Then get yourself a church.
You're forgetting, Mr. Bent, I have a church. It's small, of course, but they are natives who need Christ. And as long as I'm in India,
You may not be in India very long, Mr. Carey.
I'll be here as long as God wants me here. And while I am here, I'm going to do my best to lead these people to Christ, to show them how to find real happiness in life.
Happiness. These people have lived this way for 1,000 years, Carey. They're happy the way they are.
Surely you can't believe that, Mr. Bent. Happy. Are they happy in fear and superstition and ignorance? Are they happy in starvation and disease? Well, I won't take up any more of your time. You're obviously not in sympathy.
Carey, you're a good fellow. Now listen to me. It's not a matter of sympathy or lack of sympathy. Maybe you're completely right. Maybe the natives do need the gospel. I don't know.
Mr. Bent, I'm sure.
But that isn't the point. You have to face facts, Carey. Be practical. The East India Company won't stand for your going around preaching to the natives, stirring them up. The company wants things just the way they are. Now, I've been here a long time, Carey. I know this country. I advise you to give it all up.
If I disregard your advice, if I keep on preaching, what then?
The company will crush you, Carey. Mark my words. They'll crush you if it's the last thing they do.
They tried it before, Mr. Bent. They tried to keep me out of India. Now that I'm here, they've done everything they could to drive me out of the country. But they failed. By God's grace, I'm still here. And, Mr. Bent, by God's grace, I'll stay here.
The interview was over. It was time for Mr. Bent's lunch. It was also time for Mr. Carey's lunch. Mr. Bent excused himself, went downstairs to his cool, comfortable dining room, and ate a meal prepared by Hindu servants. Mr. Carey walked home from Calcutta in the hot, blazing sun to a stuffy little dining room and a meal of cold biscuits and tea, prepared by Mr. Carey himself.
Sahib Carey.
Ramboshu, come in, friend, out of the sun. Rest yourself.
Thank you, Sahib.
What news from Calcutta?
A letter, Sahib. This letter for you.
Letter? Let me see it, Ram.
Here, Sahib.
Thank you.
It is from England, I think.
From England, yes, it is. I've begun to think they'd forgotten us.
Sahib, you open letter now?
Oh, yes, indeed. I certainly will, Ram. I'm just as anxious as you are. Let's see. Single page. And it's from Andrew Fuller, all right.
Good news, Sahib.
Wonderful news, Ram. The best. Our friends at home are getting behind us. They're sending money. Thank God we'll be able to go on with our work.
Oh, very, very good, Sahib. I go tell others.
No, wait. There's something else. Fuller says 4 new missionaries and their wives have just sailed from England.
They come here, Sahib. They land in Calcutta.
Yes, indeed, Ram. About the middle of next month.
Oh, that is too bad, Sahib.
Too bad? What do you mean? What? It's just what we've been praying for. New blood, new workers.
Yes, Sahib, but think, if they land in Calcutta, the East India Company might...
Well, East India Company. Of course. What was I thinking of? They'll stop them. Of course they will.
I fear so, Sahib. They will send the missionaries home on the very next boat.
They can't do that, Ram. There must be some way. If only they could land somewhere else.
There is the Dutch colony.
Sanampur. That's it. That's the answer. The Dutch have always been friendly to missionaries.
Yes, Sahib, that is true.
Of course, all they have to do is avoid Calcutta like the plague. We'll write them to land at Sarampur. Then... Oh, I forgot. We can't write them now.
Yes, Sahib. The letter says they have sailed already.
They don't know it, but they're sailing right into the arms of the East India Company. Their prison, their deportation, their heaven knows what. If only we could warn them some way. Ram Boshu, I never felt so helpless in all my life.
Yes, Sahib. There is nothing we can do.
Nothing at all. But wait. And pray that somehow God will lead them to Sarampur.
And in the wonderful, often mysterious way that God has of answering prayer, God answered the prayer of his faithful servant William Carey. The 4 missionaries, Marshman, Ward, Grant, and Brunsden, while still aboard ship, heard the voice of God and contrived to slip ashore at Serampore, where they would be safe from the persecution of the East India Company. Discovering that one of the missionaries was young William Ward, the printer, William Carey decided to move the entire missionary colony to Serampore. There, protected by the Dutch, unhindered by the East India Company, he could fulfill his cherished dream of printing an entire Bible in the Bengali dialect. So, as you might suppose, one of Carey's first acts in the new colony was to purchase a badly broken down second-hand printing press, which he turned over for repairs to the young printer, William Ward.
Well, Mr. Ward. I see you finally got it running.
Oh, hello, Mr. Carey. Yes, it's clicking away, for the moment at least.
Well, spent the whole morning working it over. What do you think of it?
Now, that's a mighty big question, Mr. Carey.
Take all the time you want for it.
Well, then, to begin with, I hope you didn't pay too much for it.
Not bad, huh? No. Matter of fact, I got it for just 40 pounds.
Seems reasonable enough. But you realize, of course, you bought just about the oldest printing press in the civilized world.
Well, now, I didn't know it for sure, Mr. Ward, but from the looks of it, I'm not too surprised.
Well, who knows, Mr. Carey? After we finish printing our Hindu Bible on it, perhaps we can sell it to a museum as an antique.
Yes, if we can find a museum that will take it. But seriously, Mr. Ward, what about it? Do you think we can use it?
Well, I don't know. We'd have to make our own replacement parts for it.
Would that be hard?
Yes, it would be hard. But possible, I believe.
And you think we can use it? You think it will do the job?
Yes, I think so. Oh, there'll be problems, of course. It'll be ticklish to keep it in shape. But yes, Mr. Carey, I believe it will do the job for us.
Due mostly to the careful handling of William Ward, somehow the rickety old press held together, and by the end of the first 6 months was turning out 6,000 sheets of copy a week. God blessed the work. Money continually poured in to print the Bible in Bengali, Tonkinese, Chinese, and 41 other languages and dialects, making the Word of God available to more than 300 million human beings. And so we conclude Chapter 16 of William Carey of India. We are presenting another in the transcribed series of Stories of Great Christians, which come to you from the radio studios of the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
Well, there you have it. Story number 16 from William Carey. You know, when God calls us, he expects obedience. Didn't say it'll be easy. Definitely wasn't easy. But he obeyed, and guess what? It became fruitful, didn't it? Well, it's always a pleasure to have you come along. And, I wish you a very good week ahead. And I wish that the Lord will teach you new and wonderful things of His ways, and that you'll grow continually in His grace. And until next time, Lord willing, which will be next week, we will be looking at chapter 17 and 18, and I think we'll pretty much make it through the month and maybe begin the New Year's with the very end story of CAREY. So make sure you stay tuned and stay alone. Until next time, God bless. Have a wonderful day.